Good afternoon, Mr. Clemenson, and hello to Sophia, Kyle, and Sophia, who are representing the class of 2020 here today. All three students present in this program will be joining the Air Force after their commencement from Hampton-based high school. So we're really excited to have them with us today, and so we can learn a little bit more about them and celebrate their decisions and their commitment to their nation. So, Mr. Clemenson, at this time, I'd like to turn the program over to you for some questions. And again, I just want to thank all three of you for your service.
Thank you.
Great. Sophia Velasquez, Sophia Gonzalez, and Kyle Rodriguez, as Mr. Richard said, are headed to the United States Air Force after graduation. And the idea to recognize our seniors who are enlisting in the military is a new one for Hampton Bays. We started that last year, and it was a stolen idea, which is where most of our good ideas come from. We learned from others. We learned from the William Floyd School District, who hosts an Our Community Salutes ceremony each year. And so last year we had the opportunity to partner with Southampton High School in West Hampton Beach to recognize graduating seniors who are making the commitment to serve their nation after graduation. Of course, we know that on Monday, March 16th, schools were closed as a result of the COVID-19 health challenge. And we've been in a closure state since then. But we did not want the moment to go past us without having the opportunity to be the first or among the first to say to these individuals, thank you for your service. Thank you for making the commitment to serve our nation and to serve your community. And to have the opportunity to meet you and let the community meet you as well and learn a little bit more about why you're making that decision. It's said that only 1% of the eligible citizens in our nation make the decision to serve the military. So you are the very top of this nation. You are among the 1% of people who are eligible and able to do so, who are raising their hand and saying, the American flag means something to me, our democracy means something to me, and I'm going to make some sacrifices and a commitment to serve the nation. And so what a high calling and what a tremendous responsibility you're taking on. We're very grateful for you, and I know that everybody watching today and in the days ahead is grateful for your service too. You're Bayman proud, you're HB strong, you can see in the background there, and we're very proud of you. It was Abraham Lincoln who said that any nation that does not honor its heroes will not long endure. And each of you have been present at our monthly Veterans Flag ceremonies. And boy, did we have a good run. And as soon as we're back, we'll start them up again. But we didn't miss a month since November of 2011. We were up to 70 monthly ceremonies where we had the opportunity to meet individuals who are on the other end of the pipeline of military service, those who have already committed their service and served their nation and then continue to do so after military service. We gather on September 11th, on Veterans Day, Memorial Day, July 4th, but in Hampton Bays, we've made this a very regular part of our values and a very regular part of our program. And so we honor you and thank you for taking the time with us today via Zoom. We wish we were in person so we could shake your hand and say thank you, but this will do for now, where we can say thank you for your service. So we're going to spend just a little bit of time talking, and you all can jump in when you're compelled to share an answer. And we want to hear, this is an Air Force crew, so tell us why you chose the Air Force and what branch you're going into, and then what inspired you to join or to enlist in the military.
Any of us can go?
Sure, Sophia Gonzalez.
Okay. I'm going into the Air Force. You said what inspired me to go in?
Yes.
There was a lot of things that inspired me to go in, mostly like what I can get out of it and knowing that I can get my education and get my medical degree, get everything that I need while being able to serve.
So you are going to head into the surgical services in the Air Force.
Yeah,
And your ultimate goal in life is to become a doctor or a surgeon?
a doctor, yeah.
A doctor. So it's super important now more than ever, right? We see our essential workers, our frontline workers serving the community. I'm sure you've seen them on the news and you're supporting them. How does that make you feel? Scared to do that work or inspired?
It inspires me knowing that like they're the people that are helping everybody out and putting their lives above everybody else's. Like even with families, like they still have to work through it.
That's great. What made, was there anybody else in your family who had enlisted in the military, Sophia? Or will you be the first?
I'm gonna be the first.
You'll be the first. So you're a pioneer for your family. I'm sure they're proud of you as well. Thank you.
You're welcome.
How about Kyle? You're headed to the Air Force, Kyle, as well. We're not quite sure what job classification you're headed for yet, but what do you hope to accomplish in the Air Force, and what made you choose the Air Force, and what inspired you for military service?
So I've been interested in the Air Force since pretty much elementary school. It's something I've always wanted to do, and it's I joined it because I hopefully in the future I want to become a pilot, and it's something that I'm really interested in, and I really hope that with me joining the Air Force I can accomplish that dream.
That's great. So you're not afraid to fly?
No.
You're not afraid of heights?
No.
Okay. And are you the first in your family to enlist in the military?
Yes.
What did Mom say when you told her that you were going to head to the military after graduation?
She was happy, excited, proud.
That's great.
So Kyle, if I could jump in and ask a quick question, if you had your choice, what would you be flying? Helicopters, planes, fighter jets? Like
I want to fly a fighter jet.
All right, very nice.
Okay. Well, when you get that pilot's license and they give you a plane, I hope you'll remember your high school principal and your superintendent of schools and take us for a ride.
I will.
Okay, very good. Sophia Velasquez, the same question for you. Sophia, you're headed to flight as a flight attendant in the Air Force. What brought you to that classification, and what brought you to the Air Force and military service itself? I'm going to unmute you. Okay, start again.
Oh, I've been into the military since sophomore year. I wasn't sure which branch. Originally, I was thinking the Army. But then eventually I started doing like more like research, like looking into the different military branches and talking to different people. And the feedback that I've always heard from the Air Force has always been good. I chose to be a flight attendant, and I chose to join in general because aside from the financial benefits, there's the like being able to do something meaningful in your life, such as like serving your country, and like the experience. So flight attendant, I just want to be able to get around and like travel more because I'm going there and I'm going to study psychology and then eventually be a psychologist.
That's fantastic. Now, getting around the world and have the challenges of COVID-19, this question is for anybody. Inspired or scared or reinforced your commitment to serve your nation after graduation?
It inspired me because I take pride in being able to say that I'm an essential person.
Very good. Kyle, Sophia, has this changed your opinion or added a little anxiety or reinforced that you're making the right decision in your life?
I think it's like reinforcing me a lot because like mainly like me going into the medical field, it's scary obviously, like being like around all that stuff, but if you're going to be able to help them, then it's all worth it.
Very good. Thank you. Kyle's just itching to get in that cockpit and fly a plane around the world and serve and help our country, right?
Yeah.
Very good. So we are in day 60-ish of our school closure, and we're all learning how to do new things. We're learning how to use Zoom, and we're learning how to stay connected and to stay healthy. My question to you, you're each three respected seniors at Hampton Bays High School, and hopefully there's some underclassmen who are watching this video today, and they are wondering if military service is right for them, or how do I succeed in high school? You're all obviously successful. Two questions. Answer one or the other or both. Two questions. What have you learned about yourself during this school closure? And what advice do you have for underclassmen who might be watching us today?
So I have learned that I'm more resourceful than I thought. Like in a situation like this, you can make the most out of a situation and learn something new. Like me in particular, I picked up learning how to drop ship and trade.
Say that again, Sophia. What did you learn?
How to drop ship and trade. I'm doing a program, so I invested in that.
Very good.
And I think it's a good opportunity for other people to do similar things or just find a new hobby. Anything is good.
That's great. So you used a little extra time that you have in your day, not rushing out to get to school and back, and after school and at night, you learned it to pick up a new hobby and a trade. That's fantastic. How about Kyle or Sophia? What have you learned about yourself during this closure?
I definitely think that this is like a time to be able to like catch up on yourself. Like since we're not in school, I think that it's time to learn something new because of all the time that we have, and like better yourself, honestly.
Is there something you're hoping to accomplish in the coming weeks, or that you want to learn new, or something that you have learned new?
Not really.
No? No.
Mm-mm.
My wife wants me to build a chicken coop for our backyard, so I have to learn some carpentry skills in the coming weeks. Kyle, how about you?
I've just really been enjoying nature a lot, going outside, taking my dogs out on walks more often than usual, and just helping around with the yard and stuff like that.
Very good. So the fresh air is helpful, right?
Yeah.
We're filming this on a gray day, so we're inside and cooped up a little bit, but it's good to get fresh air and be out there. So how about a question for our underclassmen? You all came through Hampton Bays, and hopefully as you graduate in the next month, you look back on your experience with pride. What would you say to underclassmen to make the most of their experience in Hampton Bays?
I definitely think that the upcoming juniors should definitely enjoy their senior year as much as they can, because like us, I feel like we took it for granted a lot during the year, and then now we're not even going to be able to go back. So I think that they should really make the most out of their year, have fun, keep their grades up, and just, yeah.
That's great. So keep perspective and know that what you have right now is a good thing.
Yeah.
Very good. Kyle, what would you say to underclassmen?
To just enjoy it, have a good time, do your homework, and yeah, it's pretty much it.
Very good. And Sophia Velasquez?
I definitely agree with Sophia, but if I had to bring up another point, it would be be yourself and find a group of people that are going to stick with you throughout high school. I think that's the only way you guys could like survive, is like together, and stay engaged with homework and be involved. Take every opportunity you can.
That's great. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen who are watching, I know I share the pride of the Board of Education, our partners at the American Legion Hand Aldrich Post 924, and the Veterans of Foreign Wars Post 5350 in West Hampton. Those partners have been with us for years, and these two young ladies and Kyle had the chance to meet them earlier this year at a flag ceremony. And it's immeasurable, the amount of pride and excitement and respect that these members of the VFW and American Legion have for these young people. So to the three of you, we all thank you for your service, and we wish you nothing but safety and success and good luck in your life. The whole Board of Education, every single one of your teachers and the staff members who work in the school, and those classmates I know as well. So the whole community cheers you on and thanks you for your service. Mr. Richard, would you like to offer any closing remarks?
I would. First and foremost, I want to thank all three of you for your service. I also want to thank you. The principal in me wants to thank you for reminding all of the underclassmen to do their homework and to stay engaged. But I do want to say that one of my most cherished experiences every year is being at the military, by asking them to stand and be recognized by the community. And right now, that's what Mr. Clemenson and I are doing. We're asking you to stand here in Zoom and be recognized, because what you're doing is really special. And it means a great deal to the Hampton-based community, to your family, and to a very grateful nation. So thank you for that. And I'm very appreciative of all three of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Best of luck to you. Thank you. And thank you to the Hampton-based community for joining us today.